Hello class, welcome to my sped talk. My name is Mike Rollins and I'll be talking about Razor pages in ASP.NET. Now the nice thing about these is they're a little bit more page focused with their coding, so it makes it a little easier to manage building web pages. A good example is this right here. This is the page model, as it's called, and this is just the basic hello world with a date time being displayed. Now that would be nice, but if you need to make 6 or 7 pages of this, that makes it a little tricky because you're having to duplicate code. So the nice thing is with these page models I can do something similar to this, where I create the page but then I use this model.message and I'm able to display that hello world and server time whenever I use this. So I can pull it in and I can use it however I want and on any page that I want anytime I use this reference. It makes modeling a lot easier, and it also makes it so that I don't have to do a file call. So I don't have to worry about where in the file system I am. This just handles that for me. Now let's take a look at my code. This is the initial page for my home page right here, and it's pulling in the 2 GEDCOM files and uploading the information. So what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm looking at the 2 files for each loop, so I can upgrade it to 3 or 4 files if I ever need to very easily. And I'm pulling in the first person of the first tree, and then I'm pulling in the information, or I'm displaying rather the information for the first tree and the information for the second tree. Now the cool thing about these models is each page has a back end, which is this. And this is what actually, when I click the upload button on that main page, this is what it actually refers to, and it goes to its back end, and it works through its databases, which are local and easy, so you don't have to worry about sessions or tokens or anything like that, or cookies. This can handle all of that for you to a point, and it'll go through and it'll pull all the information from those files for me and store it in the databases so I don't have to worry about it. Then it also goes down and it sets up the models. So I've got right here where it's actually saving my models and then redirecting me back to that main page. So what I can do then is, once I transfer to my second page, which actually is meant to display the information and show you the differences between your trees, I can go here and I can reference that model again, and I can pull in the first person of the first tree and the first person of the second tree, and I can display those without having to do any additional work because it's already in the model. And once I've done that, let's go to the back end here, and I can actually parse the databases and start putting the families together. So this is putting the mother and the father in there, and it's going through the database and linking up right here. It's going through the database and it's actually linking up all the information based on the family IDs and the children IDs, which makes it super easy so that I don't have to try and pass that information from one page to another. Now, because it's stored in this page's model, the page model for the display tree page, I can just reference the information here and I can actually display it, which makes it super easy to handle. So that's one of the beauties about Razor pages, and I'll show you guys what my pages actually look like so you have a better idea. But the nice thing is I can build these models and then I just don't have to worry about it again. I don't have to write any duplicate code. I can just pass it from one section to the other, or call it rather, without actually having to do anything. So if we go here, I'm going to do my sped talk model, and we're just going to upload 2 GEDCOM files, which again are family history files, family trees rather, and one is from family search and one is from ancestry. I'm going to upload those, and it's going to put that information here. I'm the first person on that, and these are the 2 tree names. We're going to go to the display tree. It displays me in bold, and then I'm working on displaying the actual family information, but again you can see here where I've queried the database and pulled this information out. The nice thing is again that I don't have to pass that information from one page to the other. I can just call it whenever I want, so it makes it so I don't have to duplicate code or worry about where in the file system I'm handling the information. One last little tidbit here is this Razor pages in ASP.NET Core has great documentation. So this helped me get that initial page set up, and right here I just searched for upload files, and right here, Razor page upload files. So uploading the file was super easy. I just had to figure out what data type it was because it was a GEDCOM file that was semi-unique, and I was able to pull it up with all this information. So the other upside to Razor pages is it's got wonderful documentation. Well, I hope this talk was good for you, and hopefully it helps you in your future endeavors. Good luck with your projects.